Namaste children, how are you all? I hope you understood in the previous session what we have discussed. We discussed mean, direct method and assumed method and one more, that is step deviation method. Now, if they give a frequency which is unknown, missing frequency when they give in the question, then how to find out that missing frequency? So we have one question from in our exercise 14.1, that is question number 3. Question number 3. The daily pocket, the following distribution shows that the daily pocket allowance of children of a locality, the mean pocket allowance is rupees 18. Find the missing frequency. So there is survey has done about the daily pocket allowance of some locality of a children, particular locality. So how much their daily pocket amount allowances? So here daily pocket allowance 11 to 13 rupees, that number of children are 7. 13 to 15, 6 children. So this is the data is given. Tell me, this is continuous data or discontinuous data? Yes, it is a continuous data. So grouped frequency distribution table, continuous data, because the lower limit of upper limit of a first class interval is equal to the lower limit of the next succeeding class interval. That's why it is called a grouped frequency distribution table. We are going to find missing frequency. Here the frequency f is given. What is this frequency? This value. How many people or how many children could be there in that particular? Those are getting daily allowance as 90 to 21. 90 to 21. We see how to calculate. So these are class intervals and this is frequency. In our terms, these are class intervals and this is frequency. Look at the board. Again, you need to copy those two tabular, those two columns for the solution. So first one, daily pocket allowance, and the next, number of children, listen here, daily pocket allowance in our terms we say as this one, this particular column, this column we say as class intervals and this we say as frequencies. So this is Fi values. These are called Fi values, number of children. In bracket I am writing Fi. These are Fi values. And these are class intervals Ci. These are class intervals Ci. So class intervals from 11 to 13. 11 to 13. Next 13 to 15. Next 15 to 17, 17 to 19, 19 to 21, 21 to 23, 23 to 25. Then frequency, one is 7, then 6, then 9, 13, F, that is a missing frequency, the next 5, 4. Observe it. These are the class intervals and this is frequency. Mean is already given in the data, that is 18. So mean is given as 18. Now we calculate mean by direct method. What is the formula? Mean by direct method, that is mean x bar is equals to sigma fi xi or sigma fx. Shortly we write as sigma fx by sigma f, which is equals to 18, that is given in the question. Sigma fx by sigma f, which is equals to 18. So class mark we denote with xi. Class mark we denote with xi, and the next we are writing for that fx, fi xi. So here we write as fi xi. See the formula, shortly we write as sigma fx by sigma f. Now class marks, how to obtain class mark? Lower limit plus upper limit by 2 for each class interval. So class mark is equals to lower limit plus upper limit by 2. Lower limit plus upper limit by 2. That is a class mark. Now 11 plus 13 for each class interval we are obtaining class mark. 11 plus 13 that is 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. Next 13 plus 15 28. 28 divided by 2 14. You see now the class size. What is the class size? That is 2. So 2 will increase even in the class mark for the next succeeding as the continuation data and the class size is same for each class interval. So next will be 15 plus 17 32, that is 16. Next will be 18. Next will be 20 and next 22. Next will be 24. These are the class marks we calculated. Now Fi Xi. Fi is the frequency and Xi are these values. So Fi into Xi. 7 into 12. 12 sevens are 84. 6 into 14. 14 6 are 84. 16 9s are 144. 13 into 18. We need to calculate. 13 into 18. I am just writing over here. Product 13. 18 3s are 54. 18 1s are 18. 18 3s are 54. Here you see 18 into 13. 13. So 13 into 18. 18 3s are 54. 18 1s are 18 plus 5. 23. That is 234. So 18 into 13, 234. Next, f into 20, 20f. Here is a variable. F is a variable. So 20 into f, 20f. Now 5 into 22 is 110. Next, 24 into 4. 4 4s are 16. 4 2s are 8 plus 1, 96. This is Fi into Xi. This is Fi into Xi. Now, in the formula, mean x bar is equals to, we have sigma fx by sigma f. Sigma fx by sigma f. Clearly observe the data. Sigma fx. How to obtain sigma fx? By adding all these values. How to obtain sigma f? That is by adding all these values. When you add these values, that is sigma f is equals to 7 plus 6. 13, 13 plus 9, 22, 22 plus 13, 35, 35 plus 5, 40, 40 plus 4, 44, and this is a variable, so variable cannot be added directly. We write 44 plus f. So this is 44 plus f. As we know, variable and constant cannot be added directly. We just write 44 plus f. This is sigma f value. Now if we add these values, that is sigma fx. Now forget about this 20f because it is having the variable. The rest all values you need to add. The rest all values you need to add. 6 plus 4, 10, 14, 18 plus 4, 22. So this is 22. 2 carry, 8 plus 2, 10, 18, 18 plus 4, 22, 22 plus 3, 25. Plus 1, 26, 26 plus 9, 35. So here 35. 3 carry. 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 1, 7, 752. And the leftover, that is a variable, plus 20f. This is a variable term, 20f. So this is sigma fx value and this is sigma f value, which is 44 plus f. 44 plus f. Now, in this, sigma fx by mean is given already 18. So, now we substitute in the formula. We obtain the values of sigma fx and sigma f. So, mean x bar is equals to x bar, that is 18. when you substitute x bar is equals to sigma fx by sigma f in this, sigma fx by sigma f is 752 plus 20f by sigma f value 44 plus f, 44 plus f is equals to, what is the mean is given in the question, that is 18. This is given in the question. Mean pocket allowance is rupees 18. So 18, which is equals to 18. Now what do we do? Just it is in the denominator part. If you transpose that side, it will multiply. If you transpose that side, it will multiply as it is in the denominator. So when you transpose, then 752 plus 20f is equals to 18 into 44 plus f. 44 plus f. Observe it. Observe it. 752 plus 20f is equals to 18 into 44 plus f. Now you have to multiply 18 into 44. If you multiply 18 into 44, look at this. Here I am doing 18 into 44. 18 into 44. You have to multiply. 4 8s are 32. 4 1s are 4 plus 3, 7. Similarly, again with 4. So same answer you will be obtaining 792. This is the rough work. So 792. Next I am writing over here. Next step. After this, next step is here. 752 plus 20f is equals to 18 into 44 is 792 plus 18 into f. 18 into 44 is 792 plus 18 into f. 18f. 18f. This is 18f. Now bring the terms as we learned in the previous classes, solving the equation, bringing like terms, variables one side and constant values the other side. So if you bring this 18 towards this side, then you will be obtained 752 plus 20f minus 18f is equals to, then 792 is left over. 792. 20f minus 18f. What you will obtain? 20f minus 18f. 20 minus, these are the like terms which have the same variable. 20f minus 18f will give you 2f, and this is 752. 752 plus 2f is equals to 792. Now transpose the constant value towards RHS. 2f is equals to 792 minus 752, which will give you 792 minus 752 is 40. Then 2f is equals to 40. Transpose 2f is nothing but 2 into f. 2 into f is equals to 40. Transpose that side. So f is equals to 40 by 2, which will give you 20. Therefore, missing frequency. So therefore, what is the therefore statement? Missing frequency. F is equals to 20. Here I will write therefore statement. Therefore, so next here, are you able to see here? Yes. Therefore, F is equals to 20. Missing frequency F is equals to 20. Therefore, F is equals to 20. This is how we have to calculate the missing frequency from exercise 14.1 question number 3. I hope you understood. Now we will see how to calculate mode. As in the previous session we discussed how to find mode for ungrouped data. Highest number of times, maximum number of times which occur, most number of times which will be repeating, that is the mode for ungrouped data. Now grouped data. So simply for grouped data we cannot guess the mode as it is included in the model class, which we call it as model class. We will guess that answer where we will take the model class based on the highest frequency. We take the calculation part based on the highest frequency, that is called as the model class. Now it will we will calculate the mode by using a formula, by using one formula. Let us see what exactly that formula. That is, mode is equals to L plus F1 minus F0. This we say as F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. What are all the terms? See, mode formula L plus F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2. See that these two terms are in the bracket into H, where L is the lower limit of the model class. Lower limit of the model class in the sense, highest frequency in the given data where you get, that you have to underline. So that class interval is called model class interval. That in that, whichever will be the lower limit, that is the lower limit of model class. Next, H is the size of the class interval. So for in a given data, the class size we have to check. But now in this session we are going to discuss for your class 10, assuming that all classes to be class size to be equal. The class size is always to be equal for each class intervals. Next, F1 is the frequency of the model class. Highest frequency is the frequency of the model class. F0 above this, preceding the model class. F0 is preceding frequency of the class preceding of model class, and F2 is frequency of the class succeeding the model class. So frequency of the class which is succeeding means next, preceding means before, succeeding means after. So this is the formula. By using this, we are going to calculate mode for group data. What is the formula? Mode is equals to L plus F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Now we discuss one question from exercise 14.2. Here, the following data gives the information on the observed lifetimes in hours of electrical components. Determine the model lifetimes of the components. Here, lifetime in hours, some electrical components, and the frequency. So 0 to 20, this is in hours. So in hours, between 0 to 20, the 10, 20 to 40, 35, this is the data which shows. For this model frequency, we have to find out model is nothing but mode of the data you have to find out. Now, while finding the mode, first we need to write these two columns again in the answer. So solution, again these two columns, these are nothing but the class intervals and these are frequencies. So class intervals shortly we write as Ci and frequencies shortly we write as F. So as in the mean we calculated in the group data, direct, assumed and step deviation, there were so many columns, but in this, these are only the two columns which is given in the question. With these two columns only we will find the solution by using the formula. First and foremost thing is you have to identify the highest frequency in this frequency column. Which is the highest frequency? 61. So as soon as you identify the highest frequency, you just underline that completely till the class intervals. Complete line, you underline till class interval. So wherever you are underlining, that is F1. That is F1. Above that is F0. Below that F2. So wherever the highest frequency you are identifying, from the frequency till the class limit, class interval, in the complete line you have to underline, and that is the highest frequency is F1. Above that, preceding that is F0, and below that is F2. Succeeding frequency is F2. Wherever you underline, that class interval lower limit will give you L. The class interval lower limit will give you L value. This is L value. Observe it here. Wherever you are underlining, that this is L value. Lower limit is 60. So what is the formula to calculate mode? Mode is equals to L plus F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. These all values are there in the question. H is the class size 0 to 20, 20 to 40. The class size is same for all class intervals. So class size is 20. So first we will write what are the values we obtained from the data. That is L is equals to, see the data, this is continuous data only, continuous data. So L is equals to 60. L is equals to 60. Then F1 is equals to, L is the lower limit, F1 is equals to 61, F1 is equals to 61 and F0 is equals to 52, F2 is equals to 38. These are the values which we obtain from the table, and H, the class size, that is H is equals to, class size is equals to 20 for each class interval is same. So these values now you have to substitute in this formula. These are the values which we obtain from the table to get the mode. So their mode is equals to, now L plus, this is the formula, L plus F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. L plus 60 plus, see, while writing the formula you need to remember plus, division symbol and into, they must be in the same line. Next 60 plus F1 minus F0. F1 is 61 and F0 52. 61 minus 52. 61 minus 52 by 2F1. 2F1 means 2 into 61 minus, keep in bracket so that you will not get confusion. Next minus F0 value is 52 minus F2 value is 38 into H. H is the class size, that is 20. Now 60 in plus, simplify inside the bracket term, 61 minus 52. 61 minus 52, that is 9 by 2 into 61. 2 ones are 2, 2 6 are 12. 122. 2 ones are 2, 2 6 are 12. Minus 52 minus 38 into H. Now 9 by 122 minus 52 minus 38. First add these two negative values. Then subtract from 122. So 52 minus 38. 8 plus 2 10. 5 plus 3 8 plus 1 90. 52 minus 38. These two we are adding, minus 52 and minus 38. That is into, here the class size is 20. It's not class size value 20. So 122 minus 90. 122 minus 90, which is equals to 60 plus 9 by 122 minus 90 into 20. Next 60 plus 9 by 122 minus 90 is 32 into 20. So into 20. First, directly either you can multiply with 9 into 20 or you can simplify. First 9 by 32 with the decimal form. Both the methods are correct. You can simplify with the you can convert this into decimal, or else multiply 9 into 20, then finally you simplify into decimal. So next step, 60 plus 9 into 20. 29s are 180 by 32. So this will be easy for us to simplify. 60 plus 180 divided by 32. You have to simplify this. 132. 180 by, sorry, not 132. 180 by 32. If you simplify, 180 divided by 32. So rough work here I am doing 180 with 32. 32. 5s are ones to check. 5 2s are 10. 5 3s are 15 plus 1. 16. 0. 2. Put point. 0. Then 32 into 6. So 6 2s are 12, 6 3s are 18 plus 1, 192. Then next step 8, 10 minus 2, 8, 9 minus 9, 0, and here. So 8 is left over, again point, 32, 2s are 64. So the division will continue. The division will continue. So you can stop maximum after 2 decimal places. Maximum after 2 decimal places. So we got the answer 60 plus 5.62. If you divide, if you continue the division here, 80 minus 64, 10 minus 6, 4, 10 minus 4, 6, and 7 minus 6, 1. Point is there, again you can write 0, 32, 10 minus 4, 6, 7 minus 6, 1. So 32 5s are 160, 32 5s are again 160 came. So you can convert. Actually 5.625 came. When it came 5.625, then you can adjust 2 decimal places. So you can write this as 5.63 when you convert it to decimal. So 60 plus 5.63 will give you 65.63. Therefore, mode is equals to 65.63. 65.63. So while converting to decimal, you need to take care maximum 2 or 3 decimal places. If after third decimal place, if you are getting 5 or more than 5, you can round off to the next value, that is preceding value, that is 5.63. 5.63. So therefore, 60 plus 5.63 is 65.63. Mode of the given data is 65.63. 65.63. I hope you understood how to find out mode. What is the method? First and foremost thing, identifying the highest frequency. Identifying the highest frequency. Underline immediately till the lower limit of that particular class interval, including the class frequency. That is F1. Above that F0. Below that F2. These are values which we require to substitute in the formula. L is the lower limit. Then H is the class size. What values we are taking? This is the continuous class interval. The class size for this data is 20. Substitute and then we obtain mode. I hope you understood. See here, while underlining highest frequency, why we are underlining, why we need to identify the highest frequency? Because based on that class interval, the model class is based on this highest frequency. Mode will lie between this model class only. That is the reason we are underlining. We are underlining this particular part, highest frequency. So mode of this data will be lying in this model class. Mode of this data will be lying in this model class. So L is the lower limit, and this class interval is called as model class. This class interval is called as model class. And here we have homework questions from exercise 14.2, page number 275 and 276. Question number 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are questions you have to find out mode for those given group data. You know how to find out mode for group data. Identifying the highest frequency and underlining the model class interval. From that you will be obtaining. Mode will always lie between the model class interval, among the class interval. I hope you understood how to calculate mode. Thank you, children.